Yo, what's goody? I am Wavy. Hope you're having a good day out there. Wanted to talk about Judge Scott McAfee set to make his ruling on the disqualification hearing for Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. Also, I'm going to get to some of the phone records that have been released from about Nathan Wade. I also get to Terrence Bradley, who made testimonies a few days ago, and what he had to say. We'll get to a lot. It's a lot to cover, so let's get right into it.
Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump and the embattled Fulton County District Attorney prosecuting that case, Fani Willis. Trump's legal team presenting new phone records, casting doubt on Willis's testimony about a relationship she had with the man she appointed special prosecutor to investigate Trump. His name, Nathan Wade. The Trump team had asked the judge to disqualify Willis from the case. They say she appointed Wade because the two were romantically involved and that Willis benefited financially from her then-boyfriend's appointment through vacations they say he took her on. In the contentious hearing last week, both Willis and Wade took the stand, vehemently denying all of those allegations. They say their relationship did not start until after his appointment in November of 2021, and that they split.
We have the phone records now. All right, we have a lot more evidence. We have Terrence Bradley, who I'll get to in a little bit. A lot has come out, and they're still gonna hold down. They still have gone under oath and made statements that I think that they should have looked into a little bit more, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but it seems like if they lied under oath, and I'm pretty sure that's perjury. So at the very least, I mean, if you're not going to look into them for fraud and for money laundering and stuff like that, can we at least look into them for perjury? Because you and I can't do that. All right, if we go in front of the judge or on the record under oath and say something and then it comes back that it was a lie, we're gonna have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But are these people all above the law? I don't know.
Cost of almost all of their trips together. Wade did say he visited Willis at her home before his appointment, but that it was not very often.
Do you think prior to November 1st of 2021, you were at the condo more than 10 times?
No, sir.
So it'd be less than 10 times?
Yes, sir.
So if phone records were to reflect that you were making phone calls from the same location as the condo before November 1st of 2021, and it was on multiple occasions, the phone records would be wrong?
If phone records reflected that, yes, sir.
They'd be wrong.
They'd be wrong.
All right, so let's get to some of the phone records. Trump v. Willis, Wade, the cell phone saga continues with new reply from Trump. All right, I don't know that we'll quite get to the reply, but the fight continues between them. Okay, we know this. All right, last week, Trump's attorney Steve Sadow and Jennifer Little submitted supplemental evidence, including an analysis of Wade's cell phone records in 2021. The records revealed 2,000 phone calls and 12,000 text messages between the pair that year. The records also suggested that Wade was at or very close to Willis's Hapeville residence at least 35 times. All right, now they're saying that she lives close to an airport and he was going to the airport, but when they went and looked at the times on specific dates, all right, they see that that doesn't add up. A lot of the places where they said that, where Nathan Wade said he could have been, they were closed. So let's go. On September 11, 2021, Mr. Wade's phone left the Doraville area and arrived within the jail fence located on the Dogwood address at 10:45 p.m. The phone remained there until September 12th at 3:28 a.m., at which time the phone traveled directly to towers located in East Cobb, consistent with his routine pinging at his residence in that area. The phone arrived in East Cobb at approximately 4:05 a.m., and records demonstrate he sent a text at 4:20 a.m. to Miss Willis. All right, so he leaves his apartments 10:45 or he gets to her apartments 10:45 p.m., stays there to 3:28 a.m., makes his way home, gets home about 4:05 a.m., sends a text, I'm home, 4:20 a.m., you know, booty call hours. I mean, we know what's happening. Now, they're saying you don't know what was happening in the apartment at those times, but let's be real. Let's be honest. Come on. And then they had him look into another specific date. On November 29, 2021, Mr. Wade's phone was pinging on East Cobb Towers near his residence, and following a call from Miss Willis, more accurately from Mr. Willis's phone, at 11:32 p.m. While the call continued, his phone left the East Cobb area just after midnight and arrived within the jail fence located on the Dogwood address at 12:43 a.m. on November 30th, 2021. The phone remained there until 4:55 a.m. All right, more of the same. Trump's team pointed out that the state's assertion that Wade could have been visiting other residences, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, and other businesses in the densely populated area surrounding Willis's Hateville residence is unlikely, as the clubs, restaurants, and the Porsche experience were most likely not open for business on those 2 dates in question. All right, so they specifically asked about 2 dates and what was going on. All right, now we don't know what was going on in the at those times. We don't know what took place in the apartment. But I mean, we know what adults are doing, what grown people do. All right, at those hours of the night. Come on, we're all adults here. All right, so let me continue. So now this is Terrence Bradley. All right, Terrence Bradley. He actually was Nathan Wade's lawyer in his divorce case. He at one point they worked together, and I guess he got outed from the firm or place of business or whatever. He got outed under some allegations of, inappropriate workplace stuff as it pertains to women. All right, so he was outed for that. He could be feeling salty and upset. He reaches out to Ashley Merchant. Okay, that's Michael Roman's lawyer. He's on the case with, he's a co-defendant with Trump on the case. He reaches out to her, and I don't know if he's salty or what. He's texting her saying this, that, and the third. So she's like, all right, okay, I'm going to ask you, like, pretty much how she put the question, the stuff, the text messages, and we'll get to it. It looks like if, she's trying to ask it like how she would ask in the courtroom, and he said, and he answers the stuff. He says, yes, this, that. And then he takes the stand and acts like if he doesn't know what they're talking about. He's all of a sudden got amnesia. Now, side thing, I don't know if somebody got to him between when he was texting Ashley Merchant and when he took the stand. I don't know who spoke to him, if somebody threatened him, somebody has something over, got some blackmail. I don't know what it was, because he's just humming a completely different tune. All right, let's get to some of it.
Was 2 pages of text messages between you and Ms. Merchant, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, the first page starts off by saying, Ms. Merchant, like, just date, don't hire him. Do you think it started before she hired him? You see that?
You heard him? Damn.
Yes, I see it.
You heard it?
Yes, I see it. Yes.
So that's reference, just for a little context, that's them questioning him about his text messages. All right, and we'll get to the text messages and a couple more. This is Ashley Merchant right here, I believe. Okay, she's going to be interrogating Terrence Bradley. And I could say, as far as the judge goes, who I have heard donated not a big amount, but he did donate to Fani Willis on her campaign, for what it's worth. But I like how as Terrence Bradley is being grilled, he is as they're objecting to the questions she's asking, he's overruling all of them. I just want to take a couple listens in.
Willis and Nathan Wade were in a romantic relationship, correct?
Correct.
And it began at the time that they were both municipal court judges, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Based on privilege. That was ordered in the attorney-client privilege.
Okay, overruled.
That's one overrule. I like it, yo. He's forcing him to have to answer the questions.
I do not have knowledge of it starting or when it started.
Terrence, you told me that it started when they were both municipal court judges, though, correct?
That is incorrect.
When you told me that it started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton, where did you gain that knowledge from?
Well, I'm going to object because his testimony a few minutes ago is that he did not recall making that statement.
All right, I'll overrule that. Mr. Bradley, answer the question if you can.
That's another overrule by the judge. Y'all give it the judge. From what I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when he makes his official decision.
Repeat the question.
When you told me that their relationship started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton, where did you obtain that knowledge from?
I was speculating.
Yeah, I don't know if this guy is just a liar. I don't know if he was on top of being a liar, he was salty about, you know, the allegations against him that he was outed for when him and Nathan Wade previously worked together. I don't know, but he reaches out to her, texting her all of this information, and then takes the stand and doesn't know anything. I think somebody got to him or something. Something was said. Somebody told him, "Don't say nothing," or whatever dirt we got on you.
I didn't have a no one told me I was speculating.
No one told you that? Was this speculation when you told me that? Was that based on things that had been told to you and things that you had witnessed?
I never witnessed anything. So, you know, it was speculation. I can't tell you anything specific, if that's what you're asking.
You can't tell me anything specific as to why you speculated about that?
No, this was however many years ago. I mean, I don't...
Man, either he lying, he's salty, or whatever. So Nathan Wade's former divorce attorney says he can't remember key details of hearing over Fani Willis misconduct allegations. All right, and this is Terrence Bradley again. Okay, here we go. Merchant asked Bradley about text messages Bradley sent her claiming the pair had been involved before Willis was elected district attorney. Bradley said he was speculating. I never witnessed anything, he said. He later acknowledged that at some point, Wade told him he was dating Willis. I can't tell you what dates that was, Bradley said, adding that the remark was made in confidence. He wouldn't give a time frame for the conversation he had with Wade, except to say it was sometime while he was representing him, which was from 2018 to 2022. Remember, he's representing Nathan Wade in his divorce case, which, you know, I believe is either still going on or wrapping up or something like that. I remember the wife came out with a bunch of stuff. She actually has probably played a big role in this too, because she released a lot of the bank records, you know, that put the information out there of the trips that Nathan Wade and Fani were taking. All right, so then not too much longer. This is going to be Steve Sadow pressing him about, you know, the text messages versus what is he's saying on the stand.
One more time before I move to the next part of this. Why would you speculate when she was asking you a direct question about when the relationship started?
I have no answer for that.
Except for the fact that you do, in fact, know when it started, and you don't want to testify to that in court. That's
Overruled.
the best explanation.
This is completely
Overruled.
argumentative.
And you heard it, the judge again, overruled. But that's what it is. Yo, man, all of them, Nathan, Fani, and Terrence Bradley, all of them, I don't know. They need to be looked into. Now they committing perjury and stuff like that, because she's at, you know, these are some of the pictures. I hope y'all can see it. All right, I don't think I can get it any bigger. Yeah. All right, but it says, Ashley Merchant said, do you think it started before she hired him? Terrence says, absolutely. It started when she left the DA's office and he was a judge in South Fulton. Merchant liked it. Bradley, they met at Municipal Court Conference. I don't know if that means Cleveland Conference. I don't know. CLE Conference. Merchant, that's what I figured when he was married. Is this accurate? Upon information and belief, Willis and Wade met while both were serving as magistrate judges and began a romantic relationship at that time. Bradley replies, no, Municipal Court. Merchant replies, thank you. Bradley says, but you can't put where they met. Not many people know that. I might be one of only, not even Chris Campbell. All right. And then I thought this one was interesting too. I don't know the exact. I think that this is the next one that followed. Merchant says, I'm almost done with my motion. I'm not filing you till Monday. Go home and sleep. I can send you a draft. Can't wait to hear about your trip. Bradley says, okay, ... happy hunting, LOL. She replies, to your knowledge, has Nathan ever prosecuted a felony? I can't find a single one. Bradley, never in his life has he ever prosecuted a felony. Merchant, that's what I found too. It's bad. Bradley, send me a rough draft. You know what I'm saying? So this is a completely different picture than he painted in the court. You know, now he's saying he's not sure. He used words like absolutely. You know, in the previous one, he was definitive with it. He even says happy hunting, you know, and these are attorneys. So I don't understand how they don't know that all of this is out there, or like what, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. All right. But not keeping this one too long. If you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I'd appreciate it if you hit a like, drop a comment. Let me know whatever you're thinking about all this stuff going on with Fani, innocent, guilty. If you think, you know, you with her, against her, should she be disbarred? Should she move on with the Trump case and be able to oversee it? I'm interested to know whatever y'all think about it. Y'all know I've been keeping up with this story since last year when she first filed the RICO case. So it's funny. It's just interesting to see it take all these twists and turns. All right. What happens if Fulton County DA Fani Willis is disqualified from the Trump racketeering case, which I believe she should be? I believe that she hired Nathan Wade, and people are saying, oh, well, what does her personal life have to do with it? It has a lot to do with the credibility of the case. If you're paying and fucking the prosecutor you put on the case has never handled a felony, even according to his man's Terrence Bradley, why would you put him on that case? Because you were able to pay him a bunch of money. Then you're able to take trips all over the place. Like the whole thing now looks crazy. And I'm interested to see what other counties are going to take up this case. Because I believe Clayton County said that they are not picking up the case. And it has to be another county close to the original filing. You know, I'm really interested to see if Cobb or DeKalb, I don't know all the counties in Atlanta like that, but I'm interested to see if they'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about it could be very expensive. It could be a very long time until it goes to trial, because now you got to bring in new people, hire new prosecutor, bring in a whole new team, and you got to bring them all up to speed. They got to be able to do their investigation. This could go well after the 2024 election. And this whole thing was to stall the 2024 election. It was a different type of election interference, in my opinion. All right. But we will see tomorrow. Judge sets March 1st hearing of Fani Willis disqualifications. Both sides will argue with the future of the case at stake. So I'm interested to see how Judge Scott McAfee will rule in this case. Will he allow Fani Willis and Nathan Wade to carry on, being on the case, or will he say it has to go to a different prosecutor, at which time a different prosecutor could choose to toss the whole case completely? And I think that that's definitely what they don't want. And I think it solely rests on Judge Scott McAfee in terms of this part of the case. I think that this, whatever he says tomorrow, we'll see. And that's all I really got to say on it. I don't have a last clip, but as always, y'all be easy and stay wavy.